Call to order the Common Council meeting for Monday, September 15th, 2025. Roll call, please. Let the record reflect that quorum is present and the gentleman from the 9th is excused. At this time, I'd like to have everyone please rise for a moment of silence, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance. And I would ask everyone, alderpersons, staff, citizens of Kenosha, to continue to lower the temperature in the room, to continue to work very closely with our neighbors, our friends, even those we may disagree with, because at the end of the day, we're all Americans and we're all Kenoshans. And I would ask everyone to please keep that in mind and remember all of those who might be impacted by political violence, because there is no place for it in this city, there's no place for it in this country. Please continue. There are no citizens' comments. Please continue.
B, communications, petitions, reports of departments. B1, approval of the following applications. A20 operators licenses. B2, special class B beer and or special class B wine licenses. C2, taxi driver licenses.
Gentleman from the 10th.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I make a motion to approve item B1.
Moved and second to approve item B1. Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries.
B2, communication from the city clerk regarding the voluntary surrender of the Class B beer, Class C wine license of Andy's Diner LLC.
Gentleman from the 10th.
Mr. Mayor, I make a motion to receive and file item B2.
Moved and second to receive and file item B2. Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries.
B3, conditional use permit for a tattoo establishment located at 5741 75th Street.
Gentleman from the 10th. Oh, well,
Yeah, not me.
how about the gentleman from the 3rd? How about, I just was getting excited to keep going with it.
Conditional use permit for the tattoo establishment. Second. After public hearing.
It's been moved and seconded to concur with City Plan Commission on B3. At this time, we'll open up to a public hearing. Anyone here speaking item B3, please come forward, state your name and address.
Brianna White, 7609 70th Avenue. I'm the owner of Peach Toad Tattoo, and I'm here to answer any questions.
Thank you. Anyone else on item B3? Anyone else? Anyone else? Seeing none, close the public hearing. Motion on the floor is concurrence, correct, Mr. President?
Correct.
Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries.
C, recommendations from the Committee on Licenses and Permits. C1, applications for new operators licenses. A, Bailey McCreary, 25. B, Alexandra White, 90. C, Priscilla Gazda, 70. D, Desiree Garcia, 35. E, Christy Ratliff, 75. F, Jeanette Daniel, 30.
Back to the gentleman from the 10th.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I make a motion to concur with the recommendation of license and permit on C1 and C2 after being read and any necessary applicant hearings.
C2, application of Gerber's Pub of K-Town LLC for a daily cabaret license located at 2405 63rd Street for an event to be held on September 27, 2025, with no adverse recommendations from the police department.
Okay, at this time, we'll open up to a hearing. Anyone here speaking on C1 or C2, please come forward, state your name and address.
My name is Priscilla Gazda, 7020 26th Avenue, Apartment 3. I'm here for my bartender's license to speak on that if anybody has any questions.
Okay, if there are some questions, we'll call you back up.
Thank you.
Anyone else on C1 or C2?
Hello, everyone. My name is Alexandra White. My address is 4826 North Green Bay Road. I'm trying to renew my bartending license, so if anybody has any questions or concerns, I'm here to answer those.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Anyone else on C1, C2?
Hi, my name is Bailey McCreary. My address is 4702 Moraine Trail, Ringwood, Illinois. I am also here to renew my bar license, and I'm here if anybody needs to answer any questions. Thanks.
Thank you. Anyone else?
My name is Christy Ratliff. I am at 716 51st Place, and I'm here to get my bartender's license and present if any questions.
Okay, thank you very much. Anyone else? Anyone else? Anyone else? Seeing none, close the hearing. Motion on the floor is concurrence. Gentleman from the 7th.
Thank you, Mayor. C1C, I'd like to abstain. Personal friends.
I'm sorry?
Abstain from C1C.
Okay. Okay, anyone else? If not, motion on the floor is concurrent, C1 and C2. All those in favor say aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Gentleman from the 7th abstained on C1, D as in David, correct? C, Charles. Thank you.
E ordinance is first reading. E1 ordinance by the mayor to repeal and recreate subparagraph 1.01D1P regarding the 16th Aldermanic District for the purpose of adding Ward 99. Finance recommended to approve 5-0.
Is there a motion?
Make a motion to send E1, F1, F2, and F3 on the way after being read.
F zoning ordinance is first reading. F1 ordinance by the mayor, attachment and zoning district classification ordinance under section 66.0307 Wisconsin statute, City of Kenosha, Town of Summers, state approved cooperative plan, 6529 38th Street, Town of Summers. F2 ordinance by the mayor, attachment and zoning district classification ordinance under section 66.0307 Wisconsin statutes, City of Kenosha, Town of Summers, state approved cooperative plan, 60th Street, west of Green Bay Road, Town of Summers. F3 rezoning ordinance by the City Plan Commission to rezone the property at 60th Street, west of Green Bay Road from A2 Agricultural Landholding District to RS1 Single Family Residential District in conformance with section 10.02 of the zoning ordinances.
Motion is to send these on their way. Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye. Any opposed? Motion carries.
H zoning ordinance is second reading. H1 ordinance by the mayor, attachment and zoning district classification ordinance under section 66.0307 Wisconsin statutes, City of Kenosha, Town of Summers, state approved cooperative plan, east of 62nd Avenue and north of 65th Street, Town of Summers.
Gentleman from the 3rd.
Thank you, Your Honor. I move to approve H1, H2, and H3 after being read in any necessary public hearings.
H2 rezoning ordinance by the City Plan Commission to rezone the property on 62nd Avenue from A2 Agricultural Landholding District to RS1 Single Family Residential District. H3 zoning ordinance by the mayor to create subsection 18.02 SSSSS of the zoning ordinance to adopt the redevelopment plan for Uptown 4 redevelopment project area as referenced in the comprehensive plan for the City of Kenosha 2035.
Okay, motion on the floor is to approve H1, H2, and H3. At this time, we'll open up to a public hearing. Anyone here to speak on H1, 2, or 3? Anyone here to speak? Anyone here to speak? Seeing none, close the public hearing. Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor will vote aye. Those opposed, no. Roll call, please.
Motion carries 16-0. I resolutions. I1 resolutions by the Finance Committee to levy special charges. A, boarding and securing, $1,055.50. B, trash and debris removal, $2,405.58. C, grass and weed cutting, $17,071.53. D, property maintenance reinspection fees, $13,230. E, building and zoning reinspection fees, $1,546. Finance recommended to approve 5-0.
Gentleman from the 13th.
Thank you, thank you, Mr. Mayor. I move to concur with the Finance Committee recommendations on I-1, I-2, and I-3 after being read and any necessary hearing.
Second.
I-2, resolution by the Finance Committee to impose a special charge on certain parcels of property for bulk trash removal for Project 25-005. Finance recommended to approve 5-0. I-3, resolution by the Finance Committee to amend the City of Kenosha Capital Improvement Program for 2023 by decreasing RA-95-001 general acquisition in the amount of $50,000 and creating RA-23-001 Uptown Facade Grant in the amount of $50,000 for change in the 2023 CIP of 0. Finance recommended to approve 5-0.
Okay, at this time, we'll open up to a hearing on item I-1. Anyone here speaking on item I-1, please come forward, state your name and address. Anyone here speak? Anyone here speak? Seeing none, close the hearing. Motion on the floor is concurrence, I-1, 2, and 3. Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor will vote aye, those opposed no. Roll call, please.
Motion carries 16-0. I-4, resolution by the mayor to approve the redevelopment plan for the Uptown 4 redevelopment project area.
Gentleman from the third.
Thank you, Your Honor. I move to approve item I-4 and I-5 after being read in any public hearings. Concurrence with the City Plan Commission.
How about 6?
Yes. And I-6. Thank you.
I-5, resolution by the mayor to designate the boundaries of the proposed Uptown 4 redevelopment project area. I-6, resolution by the mayor to amend the official map for the City of Kenosha, Wisconsin, to include the attachment of parcel numbers 80-4-122-031-0506 and 80-4-122-031-0508 in the town of Summers, Kenosha County, Wisconsin, in accordance with the approved City of Kenosha Town of Summers Cooperative Plan.
Okay, at this time, open up to a public hearing. Anyone here speak on item I-4, 5, or 6? Anyone here to speak? Anyone here to speak? Seeing none, close the public hearing. Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor will vote aye, those opposed no. Roll call, please.
Alderperson Wilson. Motion carries 6-0. I-7, resolution by the mayor to approve a 2-lot certified survey map for property located at 6405 54th Avenue.
Gentleman from the 15th.
Mr. Mayor, make a motion to concur with the recommendations to approve Public Works on item I.7 and also K-1, K.1.
Second.
K, public construction and improvement contracts. K1, award of contract for project 25-1040 71st Street resurfacing to Lalonde Contractors, Inc. in the amount of $293,100.
Okay, motion on the floor is concurrence on I-7 and K1. Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor will vote aye, those opposed no. Roll call, please.
Motion carries 16-0. K2, award of contract for project 04-25 56th Street and Sheridan Road streetcar track replacement by and between the City of Kenosha, Wisconsin and Volkman Railroad Builders, Inc. Finance recommended to approve 5-0. Transit recommended to approve 5-1.
Gentleman from the 13th.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I move to concur with the Finance Committee recommendations on K2 through M1 after being read.
Okay. Motion on the floor is concurrence on K2. Any discussion? Gentleman from the 16th.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. There's a director of transit behind me here.
Oh, sorry.
Thank you. Yeah, can you talk about this project a little bit and exactly where it's at? And do we know this contractor? Because this is for $213,000.
Yes, this is 56 and Sheridan Road to replace the track, streetcar track. We received one bid for.
Sir?
Is the vote on K1? Is K2 full?
No, it's on K1 we already did. That was together on I-7 and K1. Nope. Okay. Go ahead, Nelson, please continue.
So it's a replacement of the track just on Sheridan Road.
Okay, that's the state highway. What does the state have to say about the construction on the state road?
The general contractor is going to employ traffic contractor that deals with the state and the county, and they will run the traffic control.
And the state, we got the state's permission to do this then?
Yes.
Is there any other tracks in the future that are gonna need repair like this? Or is it just this one spot?
All the tracks need to be replaced at some point. It's more than 20 years old.
Gentleman from 16th, just to elaborate, when you get your CIP, there will be several other locations over the next several years that will need to be repaired. You'll see, you'll see those when if you open up your CIP book.
Thank you. You know, I sit on the Public Works, Vice Chair of Public Works. Is there a reason this wasn't brought to the Public Works for a vote on that item?
I guess the short answer is it could very well have gone to that committee as well. It did go to Transit and Finance Committee. In reality, there's no reason why it couldn't have gone to Public Works. This is a little different in the event that this is railway tracks for the streetcar, so it's a little bit different, but in reality, it could have went there. But happy to answer any questions anybody has about it.
What's the time frame to get this done then?
So they will have 1 week to do this. So this is a very tight timeline, which again, why we're moving as expeditiously as we can to try to get this project done. The contractor is responsible for coordinating all of this with the DOT. We will be working very closely with the neighborhood, obviously the alderman of the district, as well as our friends in the county who obviously will be impacted there as well when when work does begin.
It only affect the southbound traffic or the whole Sheridan Road's gonna be shut down?
Both.
Both? Wow. Yeah, I can't support this, you know. I think it should have went in front of Public Works. It's a lot of money. I heard it's ARPA funds, but it's a lot of money. I know ridership in the summertime is busy on that, but the rest of the year it's not very busy. So I know we're not supposed to make money on it, but you know, I don't know how much money we're supposed to lose on it either. So, but I am going to be no vote. Thank you.
Just to address the one bid, gentlemen, this is not a normal project. This is not a regular, like a resurfacing project. These are the tracks themselves, which is why you really only saw the one bid that came in. There's not a lot of folks who are out there laying tracks as there used to be. So this is a very specialized wing. One, why you saw the prices what they are, and one, the fact that you had one bidder. And in comparison to the next couple items on the agenda, there was 12, I think, bidders, because that's a little bit different process, but that's why you see that. Okay, gentleman from the first.
Thank you, Your Honor. Just kind of curious, through the chair, including the chair, why was there no eligibility for federal FTA funding on a project like this?
It's above my pay grade. Nelson, did you get that question? I mean, there are ARPA dollars that are being used for this one. Now, in subsequent years, and Nelson can correct me if I'm wrong, because as I said, there will be multiple portions of the track that are going to need to be replaced as they are aging. There will be an opportunity to apply for grant funding for some of those.
Did it just not fit the criteria for amortization and life cycle costs like we do for buses and streetcars and that sort of thing?
Due to the safety of the track, we're using the HAPA fund. HAPA fund was part of the COVID-19 grant that we got. So it's 100% covered for this project through the HAPA fund.
Typically, in some of the grants, there is a match. In this case, in this particular section, it is 100% covered.
So instead of 80/20, it's 100. Okay.
100.
Yep, thank you, Your Honor.
And then going forward, there's going to be 80/20. So any project, the subsequent track replacement will be 80/20, which is we'll get grant 80% from the federal government, and then the matching fund will be 20% from the city.
Thank you, sir. I yield the floor. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Anyone else? Seeing none, motion on the floor is concurrence on K2. All those in favor will vote aye. Those opposed, no. Roll call, please.
Motion carries 15-1. L, other contracts and agreements. L1, award of contract to remove and dispose of asbestos-containing material and universal waste, raise structures and restore lots at Washington Middle School, 811 Washington Road, McKinley Elementary, 5520 32nd Avenue, K-Tech West, formerly McKinley Middle School, 5710 32nd Avenue, between the City of Kenosha and New Berlin Grading Company, Inc. Finance recommended to approve 5-0.
Gentleman from the 13th.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I move to concur with the Finance Committee recommendations on L1, L2, and M1 after being read.
Second.
So just L1. Okay. Motion on the floor is concurrence. Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor will vote aye. Those opposed, no. Roll call, please.
Motion carries 16-0. L2, award of contract to remove and dispose of asbestos-containing material and universal waste, raise structures and restore lot at K-Tech East, formerly Lincoln Elementary School, 6811 18th Avenue, between the City of Kenosha and KR Contractors, LLC. Finance recommended to approve 5-0.
Gentleman from the 13th.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I move approval of L2 through N2 after being read.
Just L2.
Just L2.
It's been moved and seconded to concur with finance on that, Mr. Chairman?
Yes.
Okay. Any discussion? Gentleman from the 3rd.
Yes, I realize these are going to be passed overwhelmingly, but I am still, especially when it comes to Lincoln and all that, this is a historic building, and I was hoping, and I believe it can still be, the building can be saved. At least I'm going to be the lone voice out there saying these can be perhaps converted into housing. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Gentleman from the 10th.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. It was actually my intention to vote no on L1, as I did in committee. I'm going to vote no on L2. I understand the need for the asbestos and those kinds of things that needs to be done, but I believe we're missing an opportunity here. And once they're down, we don't have that opportunity anymore. For those of us who remember at one time when McKinley was closed for the first time, Bear Development, I believe, came through with a proposal of having apartments at those locations. Single-family homes, while necessary, we also need affordable apartment units. We need that mobility of people to move from affordable apartment units into affordable housing to help solve what is, I don't know if it's a crisis yet, but when we start talking about 2-bedroom units in Kenosha that are going for $2,300, it boggles my mind. It absolutely boggles my mind. I understand that the market sets that price, and I believe in the market, and I support the market. However, the market has no conscience, and I sometimes think it's our responsibility to be that conscience. So while I'm going to vote no on this, I I just feel like we lose an opportunity once they're down. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Anyone else? Just want to remind everyone on L2, as it is a little bit different. I think the city administrator highlighted it during the finance committee discussion. This is part of a larger contract that we have with Kenosha Unified. Again, the dollars are actually for demolition are being paid for by Kenosha Unified. This also is for safety enhancements in that area. So that is something that, again, I understand the gentleman's comments and appreciate their comments, but I just wanted to highlight the fact that this is part of a larger project, which this body has already taken action on and approved. That is in a way, I'm not saying that, I just want to remind everybody of that is something that is out there. Any other comments? Seeing none, motion on the floor is concurrence. All those in favor will vote aye, those opposed no. Roll call, please.
Motion carries 13-3. M, recommendations from the Committee on Finance. M1, disbursement record number 16, $24,717,963.37. Finance recommended to approve 5-0.
Gentleman from 13th.
Move to concur with the Finance Committee recommendation.
Is there a second? Moved and seconded to concur on M1. Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor will vote aye. Those opposed, no. Roll call, please.
Motion carries 16-0. N, recommendations from the Committee on Public Works. N1, acceptance of project 25-1202, tree removal for 2025 sidewalk program, which has been satisfactorily completed by Landscape Concepts Management. The final amount of the contract is $37,181.
Gentleman from the 15th.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Make a recommendation to concur with approval of Public Works on item N1.
Second.
Okay, motion on the floor is concurrence of Public Works. Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor will vote aye. Those opposed, no. Roll call, please.
Motion carries 16-0. N2, change order 1 for project 25-1044, 20th Avenue resurfacing. Finance recommended to approve 5-0.
Gentleman from the 13th.
Move to concur with the recommendation of Finance Committee to approve.
Moved and seconded to concur on item N2. Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor will vote aye. Those opposed, no. Roll call, please.
Motion carries 16-0.
Okay, alderperson's comments. Gentleman from the 3rd.
Thank you, Your Honor. It's just reminding everybody that school is back in session, and there are a lot of kids out walking, and they don't always pay close attention to the traffic. So it is incumbent upon drivers to pay close attention to them. So we don't want to see anybody tragically hit by a car, especially if somebody's driving too fast in a school zone. And I also ask people, there's been a lot of construction through the city. I mean, a lot of our main drags, there's a lot of work being done. And so when you approach something where there's work being done, I also ask you to slow down and be cognizant of the fact that these workers are not in any metal encasing. You know, if you don't want to hit any worker that's out in the traffic, you might be inconvenienced, you might be in a hurry. But come on, give the people a break.
Thank you, sir. Gentleman from the 10th.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I just want to mention that there will be a community meeting for residents of the 10th District tomorrow at the Kenosha Transit Center, 4303 39th Avenue. It's our intention to have an update by Public Works on the roadwork projects in the area. Also, Bear Development will be giving an update on the 35th Avenue project, and our mayor has been invited to that meeting. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Lady from the 4th.
Thank you, Your Honor. In full transparency with this council and for the constituents of District 4, I'd like to share some recent events in my life. I'm choosing to do this now because I don't want anybody else to tell my story. I want to tell my own story. 8 months ago, I saw my primary doctor for concerns of minor memory loss, dizziness, stiffness, shaking, and some language difficulties. My primary referred me to a neurologist, and since then, I've had extensive testing and finally received my diagnosis 3 weeks ago. I have corticobasal syndrome, which is a very rare form of Parkinson's disease. It is a progressive neurodegenerative disease that affects the brain's motor and cognitive functions. My brain is literally shrinking. As you can imagine, hearing the news is devastating. Not only to me, but to my husband, my daughter and son-in-law, and my grandchildren. There's currently no cure and not even any treatment for this condition. The medicine that would help with Parkinson's is ineffective on corticobasal syndrome. With that said, it means for the good of the council and before it becomes an issue and for my mental health, I am resigning effective at midnight tonight. My goal now is to spend lots of time with family and friends and to live in the moment every single day. Being elected and sitting in this chair has been a blessing. I've enjoyed it immensely and will miss it terribly. I want to thank the administration and prior administration and the entire city staff that has been kind and helpful to me for almost 8 years. I also want to thank this body for all the help and guidance it has given me. We have definitely not always agreed, but we all always had the best interests of our beautiful city at heart. If you are a spiritual person, please say a little prayer for me and especially my family who will need it. If not, good thoughts are appreciated also. God bless all of you and I will miss you all. Thank you.
Alderperson Kangas, on behalf of all of us here, this is your Kenosha family. We're praying for you and Russ, and we are here for whatever you need, and we'll do whatever we can to help you as you get through this very difficult time. We're truly going to miss you. Just remember that we always love you, and we will be here with you and do whatever we need to for you and your family.
And I appreciate that so much. Thank you, Mayor.
With that, a motion to adjourn be in order, please.
So moved.
Moved and
Second.
Moved and second to adjourn. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
We stand adjourned.